Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF bringing you episode 75, halfway through the 70s of Let's Play Pillars of Eternity, creeping up on the 80s, son. Hope you guys are doing well. Bong bong, mashallah. All is well. Life is good. We're in Andra's gift. Hope life is good for you guys as well. We're in Andra's gift. And we've been doing some stuff. We recovered the chest last episode. If you didn't see last episode, sure. I suggest pausing this one, going and check that out, and then come back. Because we get into some pretty nice combat. We found Marceno's chest, amongst other things. We did some really cool stuff last episode with that Anguithan scepter. That was interesting. And we have to go find Marceno again, which I don't remember where he was. Somewhere in this general area. Alright, let's see here. Carugo, wasn't he? Oh, he was on the dock somewhere, that's right. In fact, he might have been right on this dock right here. No? He was around here somewhere. There he is.
Hail, traveler.
Marceno fidgets nervously. He grins hopefully at you. Any luck finding the captain's chest? Here you are, contents intact. You did it. I mean, I knew you would, but oh, thank you. It's all here. 492 XP, 972 total. You saved my life, friend, truly. I owe you one. Here, the week's wages like I promised. Week's wages like you promised. No need for that. You keep it. Really? Then thank you again for all you've done. At least take this. I picked it up while we were in port in Adir as a good luck charm, but I want you to have it. I won't forget this. Drinking horn of moderation. Interesting. So we got something anyway. Rather than the wages, we got a drinking horn. Ooh. This small drinking horn was commissioned by a group of road wardens who, after many dangerous journeys through the living lands, decided they needed something to commemorate their past adventures and steel themselves for new ones. Some believe that an entire set of these horns was created. Chanters of the living lands tell stories of men and women taking swigs from these horns only to charge headfirst into battle, shouting elaborate insults about the ancestry of their enemies. But if other horns exist, none have been found. Bound to a leather strap, the horn is encircled by verdigris encrusted scale bands and is engraved along one side. Most of the script is long since worn off, but the words used with moderation remain. +2 intellect while endurance above 50%. It's a neck item. So we're going to go ahead and give that to Aloth. +2 intellect. While endurance above 50%. Oh, it's suppressed. Huh. I wonder why. Oh, his leather armor is giving intellect. Oh, and I can't easily get rid of that. Dang, man. That came back to bite me. Okay. So unless we take his armor off, which we spent all that juicing it up. It's got overseeing of intellect, pierce proofed, and fine. Worth 640. Well, we could. Oh, I sold the Ring of Overseeing, didn't I? The extra Ring of Overseeing. Oops. I think I did anyway. Yeah. Bummer. I would have taken off Gown's Pledge. Gown's Pledge and give him a Ring of Overseeing. And then I would have replaced this with a fine leather armor, which would have been just fine, actually. We could have given it +1 something else. So not quite ideal. I don't want to lose 10% ability area of effect. Can I go get the Ring of Overseeing again? Where was it? Or maybe take it off. Do I have one? No. Connor, do you have one by any chance? I know Durance has one. He's not losing his. Darn. Well, the horn will have to go to somebody else. I have a Cloak of Deflection. Cape of Deflection. And what does Intellect do again exactly? Intellect represents a character's logic and reasoning. In interactions, it can be useful for deduction, sudden realizations, and problem solving. In combat, it contributes to the will defense, influences durations and area of effect for all abilities and talents. So actually, %, area of effect and duration. Actually, Aloth with 2 more. Yeah, we can take that off because right now he's at 42% area of effect. If we take that off, he goes down to 36. But if we get 2 more intellect, he goes up to 48. So that works. But we're going to have to get him a new armor. We can sell that though for a nice chunk. Now if we look, this is why we kept some of this armor in the stash, but we might have to just go buy him something different. We might go 1 up and get scale mail for him. Or is that too much? Could go a step or 2 down and get padded armor. But I do like the idea of him in melee a bit. Let's give him a scale armor. See what it's going to take though. 600 copper. Our last Pilgrim's Crown. Get a point like of might. Also takes a Pilgrim's Crown. Wow, we're using a lot of our last items. We're going to have to head over to Copper Lane. See if we can restock some of our supplies. We all of a sudden have 17 burning coppers. Alright, so it's going to be a scale mail. 35% reaction speed. Honestly, I think he's perfect with the leather armor, so we're going to have to buy a leather armor. Surprised I sold all the leather armor. But it'll take a minute, but we'll get this sorted out. Maybe we can buy a A fine leather armor. Did anybody here have stuff for sale? Abandoned house, Otto's home, Coalfedge, abandoned house, the salty mast. I can't think. I don't think there was anybody in Andres. Oh, yes, there was. Kurgo. Go check him out really quickly. Just see if he has a fine leather armor.
Welcome.
Cartugo, I'm sorry. Which of my wares can I interest you in today, friend? He's got a fine leather armor. It's 1800. We can enchant it for much less. He's also got those magical items we're interested in. Like Wild Strike Burn, but that doesn't seem to work when we give that to him. But let's see. Let's grab a leather armor. 300 CP. And sell that one for 640, so we're gaining 340. Nothing else really to sell. That. Dagger. Estel can go. Alright, very good, very good. Getting 360. Let's go ahead and enchant this baby up. Now it's gonna take... We still have to go over to Copper Lane. Because I like to get a point of might. Dear. Wait a minute. Cartugo.
Well met, friend.
We could sell some pearls or something. Got 5 opals, 9 pearls. So let's sell like 2. That's 200. Garnet, we have 9 balloons. Let's sell 2 of those. 11 moonstones. Sell 2 of those. 9 bloodstones. Sell 2 of those. 12 dank spores. Sell 2 of those. 44 vessel flesh. Eight Zorb tongues, vessel bones. 25. We can sell 4. I guess that's good for now. Spider venom sacks. Yeah, another 598. That works for me. We have not done crafting in the longest time. We should check out crafting too. So much in this game, guys. It's quite amazing. Let's look at crafting. Potions level 4. Barring Death's Door. Flame Shield, Major Endurance. Major Regen. All the level 2 potions. Including Potion of Power. Scrolls. Wow, and it takes... Oh, that's where our pearls are going. In Deer Cap. Vanilla's Bounding Missiles takes opals. What? Scroll of Paralysis. Paralyzed for 7 seconds. Wow. Crazy. Could have probably sold the disengagement defense. We already have one, I think. Don't we? No, we don't. We sold it. We have minor cloak of protection. So hang on to that. Head over to Copper Lane and do some pretty sweet crafting. And I love that there's just so much game left. I love it. Love everything about this game. Truly. And just about the series in general. And I'm including Avowed in that, with Avowed being essentially Pillars of Eternity 3, where they kind of went the first person route like Fallout series sort of did. And that game is amazing. I definitely want to play more of that. I got 64 episodes in. Broken Branch, what? You see a dark figure moving quickly around a room, grabbing items and placing them in a sack. The room is in complete disarray. This elf is lying on the floor in the middle of the room. Her breath comes in shallow, hitching gasps, and her face is wet with tears. Her head slowly tilts to the side, her attention drawn to the noise of the far side of the room. She watches the figure move about, removing all the valuables from a chest. She slowly lifts her hands from her stomach, bringing them in front of her face. Her head shakes weakly as she turns it back to look at her fingers covered in her own blood. Her breath hitches again and she lets out a quiet mewling sound. The dark figure stops its search and turns to look at her, hisses something at her. The figure walks back to the elf and stands over her, tilting its head as if it had completely forgotten she was there until she made the sound. He kneels next to her, stares at her unfocused eyes, and reaches out a hand to her stomach. Without a word and without breaking his gaze, he pushes her mouth widens in a silent scream, a rictus of pain etched on her face. In a moment, her entire body goes limp as she succumbs to the pain and faints. The figure stands, staring at her one final time, then before turning to leave. Yikes. We've seen some really nasty stuff in those stories. I mean, interesting, but dang.
Welcome.
Alright, so definitely want I could have got a fine hide armor. Where was that hide armor? Oh, 1800. No, thank you. She probably has regular hide, though. A ring of overseeing. Wait a minute here. We may be able to get that. Nice find. Actual cameo figurines. More Pilgrim's Crown. Let's just buy, well, let's buy 2 of them. 2 deer cap. It's 300. Long bong. Now let's quick save. Let's see if we can give him the Ring of Overseeing, if that's going to actually work or be
Greetings.
suppressed. %. Yeah, Ring of Overseeing, 10% ability area of effect. So actually, this area of effect is 58%. Nice. And Gon's Pledge. Probably not really worth carrying. Suppress Affliction in a radius, albeit a small one. Same for his ring. Let's go ahead and throw that on there. And the suppress affliction ring, we can probably just sell it. Stash it. Never know. Alright, very good. So we are getting all sorts of upgrades going here. Let's look at the leather armor. Let's make it fine. 600 copper, an Audra, Pilgrim's Crown, and an Ooze Plasma, which we're quickly running out of. 2 damage reduction. Bong bong. And we can make it of might. Binding copper, Pilgrim's Crown, Bloodstone, 300 copper, plus 1 might. And we can proof it up. Let's see where it lacks. Corrode is 4. Ouch. But it's only DR8 to begin with. I mean, we could go piercing again. Make it DR11 to help that corrode. Let's just corrode proof it, I guess. Worm's Wing, Blood Moss, Agate, 100 copper, plus 3 damage reduction, corrode. There we go. Quality. Okay. Now look at it. Very nice. It's a 6 corrode now. It should be a 7. I don't know why it's a 6. DR8, recovery speed 30%, plus 1 might. Awesome. So he is all much better after all that. And we still have 1297 remaining, which is not that much. Now that that's done, let's make sure we've been everywhere here. Pernicious House, Goose and Fox, Catacombs. The Temple of Wotica is down that way. Hall of Revealed Mysteries. We still have business at... Do we have any business at the Scrivener's Dormitory? No, I don't think so. Alright, nasty. We could head down towards Searing Falls and do something outside of the town. I want to head back to Andra's Gift. What took most of our money there, besides the enchanting, was the Ring of Overseeing, but I think it's well worth it. I want to head in here and finally talk to that guy that we didn't talk to. Cartugo has more good items, but nothing we can afford right now. I wanted to make a note in the journal. Dominel, seller at Brackenberry. They've got fine goods. And let's also put another seller. Great new seller at Expedition Hall. Trying to remember all of them. Another create new seller at Andra's Gift. What was this place, like a warehouse? Cartugo. That's all we really need to jot down about that. I'm probably missing someone too. I can't think right now. This is where I wanted to go. It is the Valiant Trading Company. That's interesting. Let's head on in.
Keeping an eye out.
We went in the warehouse way before. Okay. I was like, this looks a little familiar. Welcome to the Valiant Trading Company.
Well met, friend.
A young woman stands behind the counter, watching you with quick, intelligent eyes. Welcome. This is your first visit to the Valiant Trading Company, is it not? Please let me know how I can assist you. Her tone is both professional and inquisitive. Who are you? I'm the assistant manager of the warehouse. Currently, I help VERZANO run things, but I'll take over when he retires, or when the company bosses back home decide it's time for new management. She rolls her eyes. You have more business to discuss. What is this place? The Valiant Trading Company is an association of merchants from the Valiant Republics. We oversee trade deals and negotiations on behalf of our merchants. She gestures toward the door on her right. This is our warehouse where we store goods in transit. Farewell.
I'll take a look.
Don't mind us as we just prowl around the place. Esteemed Mestre VERZANO, while your ambitions would dignify any son of the Republics, your methods do not. The Dukes have asked once that you see to the business interests of all the Republics. They are not given to asking twice. Vicente Agosti. Bundled navigational charts and nautical maps. Oh, 161 pawns. Dunreed Row. Not sure if we read that one. I think we did. A shipping manifest listing the cargo of the Principa Me Siamena. 400 shark skins from Rawatai, 20 bales of blackwood from the Living Lands, and 6 dozen barrels of Adira ale. Civilian soldiers. Mestre VERZANO. For immediate transport to Barda, handle with care. A lot of unregulated business goes on in Andra's gift. That's how we Valians tend to like things anyhow. Mestre VERZANO gives the orders around here. Alright, we can talk to him. A man stands in the corner of the warehouse directing traffic. Gems wink from the many rings on his fingers as he points and waves at the laborers. His silk clothes, though finely embroidered, aren't new. You notice a couple mended seams around the shoulders and a discreet patch on one elbow.
Gods keep you.
When he sees you, he throws his arms wide in an expansive welcome. Greetings! You have come to the warehouse and headquarters of the Valiant Trading Company. He consults a pocket watch. Some of the gold filigree has chipped away. But you are late. I sent word to the expedition hall yesterday. This delivery cannot wait. He snaps the watch shut. Tell me about what you do here. Like you, I am a merchant, but I am from Ensenze, the fairest of the Valiant Republics. Here in Defiance Bay, I run the Valiant Trading Company. He gestures at the stacked crates. We ship cargo to and from the Republics. We are part of the grandest mercantile organization in the world. Anything you can imagine, we can ship it. He grins. For a fee. Something else I can help you with? Or shall I return to my business? Who was that feathered woman? Ah, you must mean Palagina. She's a paladin in the employ of the Valiant Embassy. He chuckles. She's a good soldier, but not so good at taking orders. Too hot a temper, I'm afraid. She seemed angry. He laughs again. That is no surprise. She's hot-headed. A woman in a brotherhood of paladins and touched by the gods in such an unusual way. She's godlike. What's the delivery? He tugs at his beard. I must assume then that you are not from the company I contacted at the expedition hall. He waves a hand. But you are here and they are not. It is a bag of bitter squash seeds which are prized for their medicinal properties. Few merchants in Defiance Bay deal in them, but those who do know their value. Seems simple enough. Why ask me? A frown distorts his meticulous goatee. My own couriers have been robbed and beaten these past weeks. It would seem that some of my competitors resent my success. In any case, you are not a known associate. You would be left alone. And if not, he shrugs and grins, you look like you could handle yourself. And as for your integrity, I suppose I will just have to trust you. As you will have to trust my assurances that you won't find a buyer outside of my contact. I'll do it. He claps his hands together. Excellent! Now deliver this package to a man named Garrett at the Goose and Fox in Copper Lane. He will know what to do with it. He slips a bag of pebbly seeds into your hand. Return to me when you are done, and I shall see to your payment.
Welcome.
Verzano checks his battered pocket watch. Better deliver that package, no? Business such as this is best concluded quickly. Farewell.
Shh.
Warehouse hand. Grunt work isn't glamorous, but I'm working my way up the food chain. Oh, look at this. We better hurry in here. Live specimens do not open. Dang, son.
Consider it done. There.
Quick.
What did I tell you?
Ooh, a fine brigandine. And a crossbow. Nobody was the wiser. I just got it out in time. We know that warehouse hand is going to dip
Hey there.
out of here.
I see where you're going with that.
3 garnets and a rod. Nice. Nothing secret, though. Deerwoodens are hardy, but they can't match our ambition. Caution flammable. Alright, very good. Let's head over to the Goose and Fox. Do this little bit for him. Hope we don't get accosted along the way. AKA beat up, or trying to get beat up. Trying. Someone trying to beat us up. But since we're unknown associates, we should be good. I figured these were going to like the Dominels or something, but all the better. We go to Copper Lane. Very good, very good. Barbarians have many abilities. Haven't seen a barbarian yet. Or a cipher. Is there a cipher in the game? Please don't answer that question. I don't want to be spoiled if there is. I really have no idea. Let's go over here to the Goose and Fox. Oh, we should keep an eye out. Oh, great. We're not well put together here. In case there's someone waiting out front. Viserys. We've talked to Viserys. Gareth. A man skulks near the bar. He seems like he's trying to blend in with the wood paneling, and he watches the other patrons out of the corner of his eye. He gives you a quick nod as you approach. What do you do here? Me? I'm just minding my own business. Of course, you're standing by yourself in the corner of a tavern and you're not drinking anything. Not suspicious at all. Gareth's nervous eyes dart around the room. Keep it down, will you? I really am here to do business, but it's the kind of thing that requires discretion. And unless a mutual friend has sent you to me, that's all I've got to say on the subject.
Well met, friend.
He peels his gaze away from the bar. Yeah? Verzano has a delivery for you. He glances around and snatches the pouch from you. Keep your voice down, will you? The Dominels have spies everywhere. He tucks the pouch away. You tell Verzano this is the last time I'm buying from him. This is getting too dangerous for me. Lost the bitter squash seeds. Tell me what was in the, what do the Dominels have to do with this? You have no idea, do you? Let's just say that the Dominels have exclusive rights to trade certain merchandise within the city. Verzano likes to make some extra coin from time to time by dealing in the same merchandise, undercutting the competition, he says. I don't think I've heard of the Dominoes. The more important thing is making sure they don't hear of you. They're old Brockenberry stock. And these days, the Dominoes are known for their business activities, most of which involve some degree of bribery, extortion, theft, or murder. Did I just do something illegal? No. He grins weakly. Tell me what was in that pouch. Bitter squash seeds. They interrupt pregnancies. Even though they're not exactly illegal, many folk nowadays prefer them to the risk of hollowborn or celibacy. He pulls a wry frown. Are we done? Yeah, we're done. Now get out of here before... Uh-oh. A woman swaggers in, her polished boots thwacking the floor with slow, deliberate steps. A crooked sneer warps her smooth face. Gareth, I'm hurt. You promised to buy only for me. What's a girl to think? Gareth bows, his knees knocking together. Please, milady, I was just explaining that I don't do business with anyone else. Except this one last time, right? Dana crosses her arms and rocks back on her heels. There's always one more deal, until you run out of credit, that is. Dana turns and regards you, looking you up and down. And just who are you? You don't exactly look like a seed dealer. Aloth glances at Gareth. I think that's a compliment. We'll stay silent. You've got pluck, but don't try to hold down on me, especially when I'm not inclined to let you off the hook. VERZANO put you up to this, didn't he? That old fool's a sinking ship, and he's determined to drag anyone who gets close enough down with him. She eyes the trembling Gareth. Gareth here knew better, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. In fact, I'll also give you a chance to get even with the imbecile who's been playing us both. She narrows her eyes. What do you say to killing VERZANO? Why would I want to do that? Why wouldn't you? He used you to do his dirty work, and without telling you anything about what you were carrying, or who you were crossing. She taps a finger to her jaw and her voice slows. Of course, I'd also consider it a personal favor. In House Dominel is never stingy with its friends. She glances at Gareth. The loyal ones, anyway. Tell me about the Dominels. I don't know whether to be relieved or insulted. We're one of the wealthiest merchant families in Defiance Bay. Let's just say, however, that some of our business practices are not officially sanctioned. Gareth groans and stifles a sob. I could lie and say I'll do it. That's the way I'm thinking of heading. I'll decide its fate when I talk to him again. Alright, I'll do it. What if I kill you instead? I'm curious. I'll do it. She nods. We don't forget a favor any sooner than we forget a betrayal. You take care of this, and I'll see to it that my family knows your name. Return to VERZANO. And what happened to Gareth? He's gone. I'm just curious what would happen here if we lie and say we're going to do it. It's probably worse because not only are we lying to them, but they're going to find out that we didn't kill him unless we can tell him to go into hiding somewhere. Then we can kill two birds with one stone and actually get our names known with House Dominel, but that would be a bad thing actually because they're the local crime family, and do we really want to be known? Though they may have good magic items to offer us. Always a consideration. Interesting. Let's see here. Plus, we may have got Gareth out of trouble. I don't know if we did or not in that case. There wasn't really any other solution there, except if we would have said, I won't do it. They might have attacked us, and then we would have been able to defend Gareth from the attack. I don't know. We'll see how this plays out. Where'd she go? Mystery.
Welcome.
Were you able to deliver the package? You better explain why you sent me to a trap and fast. The Dominils were there? Verzano's eyes fly open as he tugs at his beard. I was so careful, always following the Ver la Vita. They couldn't have known. What is going on?
Well, well. Is this your last day among the living, Verzano?
What the world? Verzano wrings his hands. Your timing is impeccable. Impeccable, Tella Pelagina. The Dominels are after me. Please, you've got to stop them.
As if any of this were ever in my hands. The Republics considered your business worth protecting based on its success. That success depended on cooperation with the locals, like House Dominel. You've lost that. And the favor of the Dukes.
Her golden eyes narrow, and she snorts. Do not interrupt.
Even if you get out of this alive, they're done with you. The Dukes have more pressing interest in Defiance Bay than rescuing one merchant who threw himself overboard.
Huh. Verzano falls to his knees and clasps his hands together. Have mercy, Pelagina! I don't stand a chance against the Dominels. He bites a trembling lip. I've brought failure and shame on myself, but you can't mean to watch your countrymen die like a dog.
Verzano, Verzano. Why are you wasting your precious breath on me? My orders come through the ambassador, and through the ambassador from people you should be honored ever gave a moment's thought to whether you live or die.
Pelagina stares at Verzano for a long moment. The nicitating membranes of her eyes slide out and back before she continues.
You don't seem like the sort to petition the gods to keep him out of hell. So why not cry mercy to the one person in this room with the power to grant it?
Huh. She turns her attention to you and raises her feathered eyebrows expectantly. Well, we're gonna lose the likes of the Dominels, and we could send a man to his death here. But he did send me into a trap. These guys probably have some pretty good magical items as well. Alien Trading Company. don't know, man. I think I'm going to have to say you're on your own, buddy. I'm leaving after you pay me what I'm owed. But we have the benevolent thing to do. I intend to protect VERZANO from the Dominels. Pallegina drops her gaze and lightly shakes her head from side to side. Moments later, she turns her eyes to the ceiling in amused disbelief.
VERZANO, you have a saint looking out for you after all.
She strides across the room and takes the already nervous VERZANO's head in her feathered hands, a gesture that seems to hover in a dangerously narrow space between caressing and crushing.
Just don't come knocking on the embassy door. Understand?
VERZANO replies with a rapid, weak series of nods. Pallegina nods back once and gives his face a light slap.
Do as you will. He's no longer my concern.
She turns her feathered head in your direction. So is she a companion? Dana saunters through the door, flanked by a squad of Dominel foot soldiers. She lets her gloved hand rest on the hilt of her weapon. Getting cold feet, are we? She draws her blade. If that's the way it's going to be, you're welcome to go down with VERZANO. Well, you guys are outnumbered.
Hey.
I hate to lose House
I'm here.
Dominel's favor,
Hey there.
What?
but it's what must be.
I?
They are the crime peeps. We're going to be fighting the crime.
Following your lead. Hey.
Oh, just ignored all my
Ready,
directions.
Watcher. Hey.
Go attack that one.
Ready,
You
Watcher.
attack that one. You attack there.
Mm-hmm.
You come fill the gap there. There we go. Perfect. Oh. 24 pierce damage. No. Pillar of Faith. 8 crush damage and knocked Sagani prone for 10 seconds. Durance.
Yes?
Kana, get up there.
I?
Alof, a bit of crushing damage. Domino Bruiser, Domino Bruiser, Domino Bruiser. Kana to the rescue. Looks like the chick already went down. Alof, a little more crushing damage. Sagani's still down. You've lost reputation with House Domino. Extraordinary, yeah. I was afraid of that. Domino Bruiser Sagani. Go attack. Go attack. Got him. One left. We protected VERZANO. Wow. He wipes the sheen from his forehead and looks around the warehouse with the wide, fearful eyes of a hunted animal. I can't thank you enough, Miko. But this won't stop the Dominels for long. I've got to get out of here, and I recommend that you do too. He hands you his pistol and gives you a bag of coin with shaking hands. That's all I have after this ill-fated venture. Thank you again, and please, look out for yourself. 1,000 copper, forgiveness, added to inventory. 2160 XP, 3240 total. Wow. A whistling in the reeds completed. Shauna returns to the stronghold with... I didn't get to see all that. Oh. Alright, let's check this out. After several more abductions took place at Zakeen Lake, Shauna discovered that a previously unknown beast was behind the attacks. A strange ruby-red beetle would grab the locals and feed on their worst memories. Though victims would initially fight back, they would quickly enter a blissful state and drop their resistance. Unfortunately, the beetle would eventually devour all of their memories, leaving their minds vacant and broken off from the world. Shauna was able to track the beetle to its nest and kill it. The locals were relieved to hear the beetle had been killed, but dismayed to learn that hatched eggs were discovered in the nest. Oh boy. As a parting gift, a philosopher from Zokeen Monastery created a wand for Shauna from one of the beautiful red reeds that grows along the lake. 1435 XP, money, an average item, a red reed wand. What in the world is this? Whoa. 10 to 16 pierce crush, fast, accurate 3, 12 accuracy, 15% damage. Grants my son, do you see your sisters across the moon? Charges remaining 6. Grants nature's terror, charges remaining 6. This wand was a gift from a Zokine monastery philosopher. He created it from one of the beautiful red reeds that grows along the edge of the lake near his monastery. It was given after a gift as a gift for your help in tracking down a dangerous memory-eating beetle that was terrorizing locals. So nature's terror, 10 to 15 shock damage in 1.25 meter radius from the caster, fast speed, 30-second duration, and terrifies for 3 seconds if successful in a 30-second AoE. And my son, do you see your sisters across the moon? Summon 2 times 2 will-o-wisps for 25 seconds. Nice. That's interesting. Huh. Pretty cool. Money items, spoils await in the Great Hall treasury chest. Doesn't say how much money. Interesting. I dig it. Finished in 1 hour, the Bailey. We have to quick save. We have
Ready,
to
Watcher.
loot here. Wow, 12 Swola, 3 Lucia, 14 skates, a fine mail armor. Keep these handy. A fine rapier, a fine dagger, mail armor, duelist hat, bunch of other stuff, a brigandine. Nice. A Dominel Wizard embossed grimoire, a scepter, 8 pawns. Beautiful. So now we made enemies, though, of the Dominels.
Flame and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
VERZANO's headed back to the Republics in failure and disgrace. It's the homecoming every Valian fears. My job is just to guard the crates. I don't ask what's in them. It's no accident that the founders of the Valian Trading Company built the warehouse so close to the salty mast. Right? But, there we have it. How did that kind of mess me up? Well, I guess we were benevolent, or whatnot. Defiance Bay were an ally, faintly good. And with House Dominel, we're a scoundrel, extremely bad. And there's no coming back from that, probably. We're an eccentric with the dozen somehow, faintly mixed, but we've beaten up on them a little bit, but, well, choices and consequences, baby. I do love it. Quite cool indeed. What about that Palagina chick? What was her story? Let's get out of here. Oh, there she is. See how long we've been playing. 53 minutes. Dang, time flies. So I want to thank you guys for joining me. We'll talk to Palagina next time, see what she has to say, and more. So hope you'll tune in for that. Hope you enjoyed as well. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, as always. If you want to help in a big way, you can become a member. Info is in the description along with the links. Feel free to check that out, and I will check you guys out in the next episode. Do come back for more. Like I said, we'll talk to Palagina. I'm glad we came in here. It was interesting. We'll wrap up anything in Andra's gift. Maybe go to the lighthouse next. That should be interesting. So cool. Loving the game. Hope you guys are too. Until next time, be well, live well, stay well, and much love, peace, and joy. Oh, we'll also check out the Stronghold. As the Bailey finishes in 1 hour, we may return to pick up the money and stuff in the chest. We'll see. But lots more juicy fun to be had. See you guys then. Ciao for now.